Welcome back to another episode of Goat-Worthy Reactions, where we mainly like to react to goats. Now, this one right here, I can't say I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I cannot say Buddy is a goat. Like, I can't say that. Like, we gotta respect the GOAT title. You feel me? And people be GOAT in their own rights. You feel me? There be some. I've posted some that I don't feel are necessarily GOATs yet, but they're GOATs in their own rights. Like Easy Mill to me is a GOAT in his own right. And he's a baby GOAT, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? He's more talented than I thought he was. I admit that. But I just got to hear more. I'm still new to him, so I got to still hear more. Like, NF to me, off rip, showed me that he was a baby GOAT. Like, I think he's a baby GOAT for sure. As far as MGK, I can't say. Like, I haven't heard no GOAT status tracks from him at all, rapping. But I heard that his freestyles are fire, and I want to give this one freestyle a chance because somebody, one of my followers sent me this song with the link, and they sent me a hefty amount of bread to react to this, and I was like, and I tried to send it back to him, and he wouldn't let me. So I'm like, yo, bro, you did not have to send that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't have to do that. You feel me? You did not have to do it. So out of respect out of them, because they did, I have to react to it. So I'm gonna give it a chance. It's short anyway. So we got MGK freestyling. And I guess he has his own day in Cleveland. That's what's up. Shout out to him. He got his own day. I would assume LeBron has his own day. So like, that's kind of wild. Like, you got your own day. LeBron got his own day. I don't know. And is that real? I gotta look that up. But you know what I'm saying? I just feel like MGK hasn't done anything classic yet. You feel me? So maybe I need to really just, not on the channel, not yet, because I am starting another channel where I will react to things like that. But maybe I need to dive into his music like on my own time. I need to see like whether or not this dude has he had bars, because like M really thought he was not that. He's like, you're really not that good, dog. There's so many rappers that are better than you. Like, when M said that in the interview, I was like, oh damn, that's wild. So let's get it, man. We got Gilly the King. And we got Wallow. So I guess they posted up on, I guess they had an episode with him, I guess. I don't know. But let's get into it. Let's see what this is about, man. Somebody told me he was freestyling off the head. Yeah. So my boy that sent this over to me said he's freestyling off the head. Now, that's what intrigues me. I was like, MGK freestyling off the dome piece? Stop it. Stop it. Let me listen to this.
Listen, man, $1 million worth of game.
Yes.
Welcome to Cleveland. And guess what? We up the way, man.
Yes, sir!
On, baby. Listen, man, $1 million worth of game.
Yes.
Welcome to Cleveland. And guess what? We up the way, man.
Yes, sir!
On, baby.
They on the block, though. That's what's up.
Up the way, baby.
Top, baby.
Cleveland. I say like this.
Yo, one thing I will say about MGK, dog, from what I've seen, he is accepted. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know a lot of people don't like the fact that he went to rock and roll and did all that funny stuff. Like, that's some Post Malone type stuff, right? That'd be that culture vulture people be talking about. Like, it look away. You feel me? I don't know if that's him, but maybe he just likes rock and roll. You feel me? Like, you can't hate on a man if he's talented, if he's mutually, if he's talented in one genre, like he should be able to do both. And I heard he was talented. And I haven't heard his rock stuff, but I heard he was talented on his rock stuff. So if he is, he is. You feel me? Like, I ain't here to hate on him. I ain't here to hate him. But if he came here spitting some fire, I want to react to it, to be honest with you. And like I said, my man sent a hefty donation, and appreciate you. My boy Richie Rich. But let's get it. Let's see what MGK talking about right now, man. I heard he went off the top of the dome piece, so
Cleveland. I say like this. Look, there's nothing to talk about, but I'ma talk my shit and burn this joint like I popped it out. Cleveland really shoot to kill, city's like a slaughterhouse. My big homie's in a wheelchair, he ain't walking out. I made 10 mil with someone and we ain't talking out. Fuck the money, I just want the loyalty we talked about. It's no other side, it is only us. I get cross-eyed watching y'all switch up, bitch. White, heavy smoke, hopping out the rape. That's a Holy Ghost, ready go. Blood is in rotation, I got vertigo. What the fuck they talking about like all I do is rock and roll? All I do is rock these shows and break this tree down, then I roll. Sometimes I nod off in this booth off these tens though. Nowadays I gotta thank the Lord that I ain't dead though. Junior year they swoop up half the block when the feds roll. Fucked up that some of them won't get out until their kids old. You are not a boss till you boss up and put your friends on. We still in the field with 4 quarters, no end zone. Speakers in my door, I pull up booming like I'm Metro. Sleepy, hollow culling, and I'm riding with the top dog. Sometimes I'm just freestyling these verses off their head though. Sometimes I don't wanna fuck, I only want their head though. Sometimes they don't wanna see you win unless it's them though. Where the fuck were they when I was shooting in the Every day a movie, I wake up, I put a lens on. Feeling like New York in wintertime, I got my Timbs on. They can't look inside when I arrive, I got my tints on. Sold the stadium out in my city, got my prints on. Give me 50 feet, I need like 50 Jeeps and then some. Just to show them they can make it out of where we come from. I made an agreement cause I disagreed with someone. I told the reaper wait until I leave the spot and then come.
Hey, the energy crazy. Nah, the energy crazy. The energy crazy. He said, I told a he said, I had a disagreement with somebody. Oh, what did he say? I'm about to run that whole freestyle back. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Yo, let's not hate on talent, all right? Clearly, that's the best rapping I've ever heard him do. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Rap Devil to me was Rap Devil to me was, as a diss record, trash. Like, shit was whack, bro. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. No, and I'm telling you right now, I'm not being biased because I'm telling you right now, that was fire. That was fire. That was fire. Was it really off the top? I don't know. He was kind of groovy. Like, it might have been mixed. I'm saying. All right. Do I think it was off the top? My honest opinion, no. I don't think it was off the top. Do I think he had it set up? He had the bars written to come off like it was off the top. He even mentioned about going off the top. I know dudes that used to do that. You know what I'm saying? I used to run around cats. When we used to rap and shit, like, dudes used to have writtens that sounded like freestyles, constructed them like freestyles. I don't think he went off the top. But aside from that, I don't even care about that. Because a freestyle, which I got to understand, like, if you're a fan, you might think a freestyle is one thing. If you're an actual rapper, a freestyle is another thing. If he's claiming that it's off the top, because he just says sometimes he goes off the top. He wasn't saying that he's going off the top right then and there, even though, he pointed at his Timbs, he pointed at his man in a wheelchair. Like, he said a few things that could come off like he's freestyle. And I'm not saying he definitely didn't freestyle. I'm just saying I don't think he did. But what I'm saying is, I'm about to run that back. Let me run that back one more time. That last bar though was the toughest bar of the whole track, and I did like that that cross-side bar. That was pretty tough. I mean, it wasn't crazy, you know what I'm saying, but it was pretty tough.
Top, baby.
Cleveland. I say like this. Look, there's nothing to talk about, but I'ma talk my shit and burn this joint like I popped it out. Cleveland really shoot to kill, cities like a slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
My big homie's in a wheelchair, he ain't walking out. I made 10 mil with someone and we ain't talking out. Fuck the money, I just want the loyalty we talked about. It's no other side, it is only us. I get cross-eyed watching y'all switch up. Bitch, white, heavy smoke, hopping out the rape. That's a Holy Ghost, ready go. Blood is in rotation, I got vertigo. What the fuck they talking about like all I do is rock and roll? All I do is rock these shows and break this tree down, then I roll. Sometimes I nod off in this book off these pins though.
All I do is rock these shows, break this tree, and then I roll. It wasn't that bad, boy. It wasn't that bad. But you know what? Nah, a lot of my followers told me that MGK ain't trash. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just feel like he got killed by M, which he did, and he's salty about it. That's all that really happened. Like, he got washed by M. Like, that Kill Shot versus Rap Devil, not alike versus Rap Devil is an annihilation. An annihilation. Kill Shot was overkill. Kill Shot was overkill. Overkill. And he didn't even respond to Kill Shot. He was like, nah, I'm good. This man's wilding. He went off on me. I'm good. So no hate. I ain't got no hate towards MGK. Because this right here is fire. And I like what he did. God damn, he tatted his whole skin up. That's wild. But yeah, he addressed some of the things I said before the video started, which is crazy. But I feel like he's going off. I'm going to give him his props, bro. I feel like he's going off. I am going to start a subsection on the channel where I react to just whatever stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'll let you know right in the beginning of the video, this ain't GOAT status. It's just Mr. Worthy responding to some talent. That's all. I said reacting to some talent. So let's keep it going. I want to hear the whole thing again, so I'm gonna let it play. But I did like that rock and roll reference he made, and his man that ain't never gonna walk out. Like, he's talking to the streets a little bit. And what I noticed is that MGK is accepted by the culture, and he in his hood anyways. Because I did do some research on him. He is from the hood. You know what I'm saying? So he right here, this image we're looking at is not a front. It's not a front.
Days I gotta thank the Lord that I ain't dead though. Junior year they swooped up half the block when the feds roll. Fucked up that some of them won't get out until their kids old. You are not a boss till you boss up and put your friends on. We still in the field with 4 quarters, no end zone. Speakers in my door, I pull up booming like I'm Metro. Sleepy hollow culling and I'm riding with the top dog. Sometimes I'm just freestyling these verses off their head though. Sometimes I don't wanna fuck, I only want their head though. Sometimes they don't wanna see you win unless it's them though. Where the fuck were they when I was shooting in the gym? Every day a movie, I wake up, I put a lens on. Feeling like New York in wintertime, I got my Timbs on. They can't look inside when I arrive, I got my tints on. Sold the stadium out in my city, got my prints on. Give me 50 feet, I need like 50 Jeeps and then some. Just to show them they can make it out of where we come from. I made an agreement cause I disagreed with someone. I told the Reaper wait until I leave the spot and then come.
I made an agreement because I disagree with someone. I told the Reaper wait until I leave and then come. That was cold. That was cold, boy. That was a cold bar. That was a cold bar. That was a cold bar. That was the best bar of the whole freestyle. I'm gonna start looking into his freestyles. I'm gonna see what's good. I'm gonna see what's good. I heard he freestyled over Renegade. You don't want to do that, but you know I ain't gonna hate because he just surprised me just now, so I ain't gonna hate on him. But that was fire, dog. That was fire. That was fire. Gilly the King over there gassing it. He was gassing it a little crazy. I'm saying that was like a solid 8 out of 10 freestyle for sure. But I seen Harry Mack freestyle once, and it sounded something like this because it was so fluid that I was like in awe that he was actually freestyling this shit. I've actually never seen anybody freestyle that well before, but I did hear that one of my patrons told me that Harry Mack had admitted to like mixing his writtens with his freestyles, so he has writtens prepared to mix with his freestyles, and I was just like, that's whack. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's still dope that he could freestyle and mix his writtens, but M could do that. You know what I'm saying? M does that all the time. I feel like M does that at the best level. I feel like he's the nicest at doing that. But if Harry Mack is going straight off the top, then nah, I got to give Harry Mack the crown. Like, I got to. But so just knowing that it's possible, because I've seen Harry Mack do it, it's possible that MGK freestyled this, but he did say, sometimes I just be freestyling these going off the head though. Sometimes I just want some head though. Like the way he ended it, everything about the flow told me it was written. You feel me? Everything about that flow told me it was written. Everything about the lyrics tells you that he's freestyling because he's being, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he's mentioning things around him, the lens, the Timbs that he's wearing, the blunt, right? I just rock these shows, then I roll, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? The bars he was saying, his man in the wheelchair, like is that his right hand man? Did he know his man was gonna be there? Like, if that's not his man, that's just some dude on the street that he just pulled up on, then that's wild. You feel me? Then he did freestyle. You feel me? So like, I don't know. It's hard to tell, but even if it's a freestyle, if it's written or not, like for rappers, a freestyle is something that you could write. It's a free style. It means your style of rapping is about to be very free. No, you're not content controlled. Your subject matter is not controlling what comes out of your mouth. It's a freestyle. I'm a spit freely. It doesn't mean off the top. Off the top freestyle is an off the top freestyle. Freestyling off the top of the dome piece is what we used to call it back in the day, right? Even back in the day, in the 80s, they called it freestyling off the dome piece. Going off the top, going off the head. Like, you had to specifically, if you want people to believe you're freestyling off the head, you would specifically purposely mention that you're freestyling off the head. You don't leave it to be like debatable. So when it's like that, it's not off the head, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's written, you feel me? But it's a freestyle of rapping. That's all it means. The word freestyle doesn't mean make up off the top of your head. It just means you could talk about whatever you want. You could rap about whatever you want. Just so, like, you know, fans hear freestyle and they hear he's about to go off top of the head. Rappers say, I'm about to, you know, if rappers put out a freestyle or they go on Sway in the morning, they go on Funk Flex to go spit a freestyle. They're not going off the head. They're going there to go spit a freestyle type of rapping. So that sometimes there's confusion. I hope that clears up. I hope it clears up for some people, because I see people in the comment section saying that's not a freestyle. Freestyle's when you this, or freestyle's when you do this. Like, honestly, from what I know, I'm from New York. Not to say like, oh, you know, we started this shit, but we did start this shit. But you know what I'm saying? It's always been the understanding that freestyle is a freestyle of rapping. That's all it is. So no contact control, no subject matter control. You can rap about whatever you want. The dude around you, you can go off the head if you want. That's an off the head freestyle. You know what I'm saying? Freestyling off the top of the dome piece. That's what we used to call it back in the day, in the 90s, early 2000s. But yeah, outside of New York, I've always noticed people take freestyle literal to like rapping on the spot. And you know what I'm saying? That is freestyling. It's freestyling off the top of the dome. That's freestyling off the top of the head. That's that type of freestyle, because there's different types of freestyle, you feel me? There's freestyle music the Puerto Ricans be doing. And that's just like dance music. That's freestyle music. It's just it's mad different types of freestyles is what I'm trying to tell y'all. You feel me? But yeah. Shout out to MGK. That was dope. I'm not even going to front. Any other MGK? I want my M fans to suggest me Eminem MGK freestyles. I want the non-biased, non-hating fans to suggest me MGK freestyle that y'all feel like is really dope. You know what I'm saying? And I'll get with it, because that, if it's more of that or better than that, I don't know. It's kind of fire. That was almost like a flawless victory type freestyle just now. I ain't gonna front. It wasn't too high, nowhere near low. A little above the middle, closer to the top. That's how I would judge that. We out.